Common mistakes in English. Prepositions. Welcome to chapter, Prepositions, those small words that can cause big confusion. Prepositions like in, on, at, from, to, and about are often used incorrectly by English learners. Let's look at some classic examples. First, you might hear someone say, he married with her. That's incorrect. In English, we simply say, he married her. No need for with. Another common mistake is, she entered into the room. While it might sound okay, the correct sentence is actually, she entered the room. The word enter is unnecessary. In this chapter, we'll explore several such prepositional errors and learn how to use the right prepositions in different contexts. Let's begin by correcting the most frequent mistakes and making your English sound smoother and more natural. Let's look at how prepositions can change the meaning, or even cause confusion, in simple sentences. Take this sentence, she is good to mathematics. That's incorrect. The right preposition here is at, not to. So, the correct sentence is, she is good at mathematics. Remember, we use good at when we're talking about someone's skill or ability in a subject or activity. Another example, he is angry to me. Again, not quite right. The correct phrase is, he is angry with me. When someone is upset or annoyed with a person, we use angry with. If they're upset about a situation, we say angry about. For example, she was angry about the delay. Prepositions like at, with, about, to may seem small, but choosing the right one can make a big difference in clarity and correctness. Here's another common pitfall, using extra prepositions where they aren't needed. For example, learners often say, he discussed about the matter. But the word discuss already implies talking about something. So, about becomes unnecessary. The correct sentence is simply, he discussed the matter. Another one, they ordered for coffee. That's incorrect. The verb order already includes the idea of asking for something, so we dropped for. The correct version is, they ordered coffee. This kind of mistake usually happens when learners try to translate directly from their native language, where prepositions may be required differently. So, the rule here is, if the verb already carries the meaning, don't add a preposition. Keep it clean, clear, and concise. Now let's talk about two prepositions that are often confused, in and into. Here's a common mistake, he jumped in the river. The correct version is, he jumped into the river. Why? Because the verb jump shows movement, and for movement toward the inside of something, we use into. Now let's look at this one, she went into the kitchen and was cooking into it. This sounds strange, right? That's because the second part should use in, not into. The corrected version is, she went into the kitchen and was cooking in it. So here's the rule. Use into when there is a sense of movement, like going from outside to inside. Use in when referring to a location or position within a space. Understanding this simple difference helps you describe actions and locations more precisely. Now let's tackle another preposition puzzle, at versus din. Here's a mistake you might hear, she is in the bus stop. That's incorrect. The correct sentence is, she is at the bus stop. We use at when we're referring to a specific point or location, like a bus stop, a gate, or a corner. Now consider this one, he is at the room. That sounds odd because a room is an enclosed space. The correct sentence is, he is in the room. So here's how to remember it. Use in when someone or something is inside a space, like a room, a car, or a house. Use at when pointing to a general location, like at school, at the door, or at the station. It's a small difference in words, but it makes a big difference in meaning. Here's another important area, using the right prepositions after adjectives and verbs. For example, many learners say, she is afraid from spiders. That's incorrect. The correct phrase is, she is afraid of spiders. Similarly, it depends if the weather is wrong. The right preposition here is on, it depends on the weather. Certain adjectives and verbs naturally pair with specific prepositions in English. You just have to memorize them. Here are a few helpful pairs to remember. afraid of, angry with, interested in, depend on. These combinations are called prepositional collocations, and they're very common in both spoken and written English. Using the wrong preposition can make your sentence confusing or even completely incorrect. So take your time to learn these patterns, and you'll sound much more fluent and accurate. Let's look at more verb and preposition pairs that often cause trouble. First, many say, "He insisted to coming with us." That's incorrect. The correct form is, "He insisted on coming with us." The verb insist is always followed by on. Next example, she apologized for him being late. That's not quite right either. You should say, she apologized to him for being late. When someone apologizes, they apologize to a person, and for the reason. One more, we listened at the teacher. This is incorrect. The proper preposition is to, we listened to the teacher. Here's a quick tip. Learn these preposition patterns with each verb. Memorizing them as fixed phrases, like listen to, insist on, apologize to, for, will help you speak and write naturally. Don't try to translate directly from your native language. Prepositions in English often behave differently. To wrap up chapter, here are some useful prepositional phrases that native speakers use all the time. These expressions don't always follow the grammar rules you'd expect, so it's best to learn them as fixed phrases. For example, I deleted the file by mistake means it was accidental. Did you say that on purpose? That means intentionally. There's also a difference between on time and in time. The train was on time means it followed the schedule. We arrived in time for the show means we made it before it started. Other useful phrases include at the moment, meaning right now. Out of order, often seen on machines that are broken. In charge of, used for leadership roles. And by chance, meaning unexpectedly or coincidentally. Using these expressions makes your English sound smoother and more fluent. Recap and tips. Avoid translating prepositions from your native language. Memorize common verb preposition and adjective preposition pairs. Learn phrases as whole expressions. Practice makes perfect. Thanks for learning. Continue chapter, use of the wrong verb. Like, share, and subscribe for more lessons. Thank you. Prepared by K. Rajendra Prasad.